Good morning, guys. Well, witnesses are beginning to arrive here at the Arizona State Prison Complex ahead of the execution here today, and this marks the first execution here in Arizona this year. Now, let me take you back to 2002. This killing happened, and 63-year-old Leroy Dean McGill is scheduled to be put to death by lethal injection for that killing of Charles Perez in North Phoenix. Prosecutors say McGill threw gasoline on Perez and his girlfriend while they were sitting on the couch and then lit them on fire after accusing them of talking behind his back. Perez later died from his injuries, and his girlfriend, Banta, survived but suffered severe burns across most of her body. McGill was convicted of murder, attempted murder, arson, and endangerment. His attorneys recently tried to stop this execution, arguing that childhood abuse and mental health issues should have led to a lesser sentence, but Arizona courts have denied all of those appeals. The state plans to move forward using 2 syringes of the sedative, pentobarbital in the lethal injection process here today. Now, of course, we will be here throughout the morning and the afternoon as any developments come forward, and we will be here to give you the full coverage of the day after that execution takes place. Reporting live here in Florence, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.